Alright. This is take 3. I don't wanna, but at the same time I kinda wanna. It's too early to be jumping on a gen that close, especially if killer's nearby. There's only 2 of us that spawned near that gen. So I kinda wanna get a better idea of the layout and how spawns worked out, or go to this gen. This is probably, well, that gen up there is, oh, nurse. Okay. I'd go so far as to say this is kind of like mid-rank. Ruin. Bye, Ruin. Oh, shit. Okay. I think she's just going over to hit that gen. She's not going to chase me. She's gonna teleport back over for the pickup. Basement. She's gonna teleport back to this gen. Body blocks. She might wiggle off. She wiggled off. I'm gonna get this gen done. I could stay nearby to get another stack for my stakeout, but I don't really need it. I don't really need stakeout in general, because I'm pretty decent at hitting my grates anyways, but I just had this perk on my Laurie, so I just kind of went with it. Everyone else is injured. I feel like they did something to skill checks. Oh, and then as I say that, I fuck up. I actually get more use out of Stakeout letting me know when killer's near me than I do anything. The second that little red line starts moving, that tells me that she's near. And I think that might actually proc before I get a terror radius. Okay, well, we're gonna get 2 gens done. Now she's near. Or she was near. You want healed? You want healed? I can heal you. Alright, fine. Oh, survivors, what are you doing? Stop. You're stupid. You should have stopped at the gen. We didn't need to get that gen repaired immediately. You need to get healed more than anything. So silly. She's probably over by main building. Because they actually did manage to get unhooked. I don't need to walk and crouch walk. She's on someone. Because I don't have my sprint burst, so I don't need to do any of that crouch walking immersed bullshit. Now the question is am I 3-genning us by doing this? And I just missed that. Seems like these guys might actually be survive with friends, or they're being really overly altruistic. I didn't pay too much attention to what items they were bringing, so one of them might actually have a flashlight. I'd expect her to come over here. No? She's right there. I have a bad angle. Shit. No. She's on me. She tried cutting me off. Just breaking chase. She wasn't even in chase. I don't know why I said that. She's nowhere near me. Oh, now she is. Why am I not getting any... Terror radius might be at 0? I don't know why I wasn't getting any, Oh, now I am. I think there was a glitch with Stakeout. There was something weird going on there. And I'm not entirely sure what that was. But I was definitely in her terror radius and I wasn't getting any progress toward my, And now she's that far away and I'm getting terror radius. That's so weird. I'm assuming main building is still got... Oh yeah, that gen's about ready to pop. Oh, someone's on it. There's a gate right here. She's gonna expect someone to be on this one. Yep. Hi. Please don't have no head. She's not on me anymore. Okay, we got a gate open. Just a question as to which gate. She's on someone. She doesn't have no ed. This gate's not open. Okay, well, we're going to officially finish our ritual that we already got credit for, that we didn't really earn. I'm not interested in farming points, otherwise I would have stayed. I don't like hijacking the game. I never liked hijacking the game. and I never will condone people hijacking the game. This new system, I have a very negative outlook on this new system. I like it, but at the same time, I also despise it. For reasons like this, you still have this bullshit. You have 2 survivors in the exit that could leave, and they're still here. They're hijacking the game, whether you want to call it hijacking or not, and they're literally just wasting the killer's time. There's no reason for it. It's just bad form in my opinion. I think you're a complete and utter dick if you're doing it. This killer had a lot going on. The monitor and abuse is probably what threw things off, but still, I was in terror radius and my stakeout wasn't working, so that was kind of odd. There was also, I believe I saw a barbecue and chili. Yes, and a nurse's calling. Nurse's calling is just standard with nurses. You expect that. If a nurse isn't running nurse's calling, yeah, I call shenanigans. Back to the end game thing. Like I said, I like it and I hate it. I hate it in the sense that, like, my Spirit game's a prime example of why I actually hate it. I don't like the fact that survivors can be complete potatoes, get 0 gens, and be rewarded for it. I literally had a Spirit game where nobody got a single gen done, and someone still managed to escape. I think that's bullshit. I like the idea that you have to do at least 2 gens to have hatch spawn in. At the same time, even then, I didn't like the whole hatch deal because I don't like the fact that survivors are rewarded for doing the minimum. I feel that coming into a game with a minimalist mentality is just stupid. I don't think there should be a hatch. If you can't get through the exit gates, if you can't escape through the exit gates, then you shouldn't escape at all. In this particular instance, all 4 of us survived. That is an absolute loss for this killer. If every single survivor dies, then obviously that's a win for the killer. I feel like games should be geared more towards whether a killer wins or a killer loses. Because of that, I feel that hatch standoff is stupid in general. I didn't like hatch standoff anyways. I didn't really partake in it, especially in the last year. I don't like it, which is why I don't think hatch should exist at all. As a killer, finding hatch now, when survivors fail, and it's like, oh, you get the hatch, then I close the hatch. Closing the hatch activates the doors then, which gives them now not 1, but 2 options of escaping. So in the Spirit one, I didn't talk in depth about it, but they got 0 gens done. They get rewarded with a trap door opening to escape. I close the trap door. They get rewarded again for the gates. It's like, that's complete and utter bullshit. Like, I don't understand why you would be rewarded so much for doing so little. And granted, the person that was in that game scored like 20,000. None of us here scored 20,000. But, you know, like, you give them a cookie, they don't get that cookie, you give them 2 cookies. It's like, come on. Like, how many times do you need to reward someone for playing badly? That's my number 1 gripe. There are other things that I don't care too much about the system. But yeah, I played enough to, and I've seen enough to garner this opinion, and I think other self-respecting killer mains in particular, because apparently I'm a killer main, they have the same kind of mentality with it as well. A change needed to be made. I'm not going to refute that, but I don't think this was entirely the right change. I think the system that they were tinkering around with last year, I think, was the best system that they could have done. But I'm dragging this video out a little too long, so I'll probably cover more of that in other videos, because I'm much like the emblem system. I'm sure I'm not done bitching about this.